Hi friends, in one of my posts, somebody asked me a question, and that question really sounds very simple and trivial, but it's a very important question. So I have to ask myself, what answer should I give, and what is this person trying to know? The question is, what is democracy? What is a democracy? And the answer I give is, democracy is the government of informed people, choosing by informed people. In other words, participation in the process of choice, choosing the government is by informed people participation, and for informed people. The government of the informed people, by the informed people, and for informed people, led by very honest people. This is the meaning of democracy to me. Informed people don't need to engage themselves in, they are informed, their mind is mature. That's why the Constitution of Ghana said every Ghanaian must have free, instead of compulsory, some people say it's progressive education. It's supposed to be free, compulsive education for all. Now, they said progressive. Progressively means at the time the educational system was agreed that basic education, that is still you are 16 or 17 as they do in Europe and America, every Ghanaian child must have free education, right, until you are 17. At that time, gradually to start from the primary school, the first 6 years, then the next 3 years, that is junior secondary school. So primary 6 years, junior secondary school, then senior secondary school. It's the senior high school, senior secondary school. That is the level we reach. And that is when the NPP came to say they are going to make it now totally free for everyone. Because that is what the progressively free education is all about. But the wording of the Constitution is supposed to be free and compulsory. Because you can give free education. If it is optional, a lot of the parents will choose not to send their children. But if it's compulsory, they don't have that. Now, back. We have bred a lot of these imbeciles on the street of Ghana. And these are those that give democracy a new meaning. And therefore, I call that democracy we practice in Ghana, I call it Mobocracy. The democracy of uninformed mob. You see them, boom, totally zero. So politicians will dance to them. Politicians will entertain them. Politicians don't mean what they say. Dishonest as well. Now look at it this way. There is a friend of mine called Mansa Musa, who is a staunch supporter of NDC. He's supposed to be call himself a media journalist, but he's a staunch supporter of NDC, and he believes in John Dramani Mahama. And his latest concern that he's raising is, I think somewhere, Mahamudu Bawumia, which is the candidate of the NPP, was being questioned about the lawful funding of the SHS. And probably the answer he gave is a bit contentious. But for me, Mansa Musa, who is called Ernest Charles Dankwa, is based in London. That guy, like his own brother in America, Kevin Taylor, Mansa Musa doesn't even have a birth certificate. He holds British passport. He's a fool. He doesn't even have dual nationality, because you need Ghanaian birth certificate to get Ghana passport, and you need to go to Ghana for that. And this man has not been to Ghana for the past 50 years. He's 60 himself, or 65. He's my senior when you come to age. And this man is saying that Bawumia and the SHS, which we all remember President of Akufo-Addo, when he was bringing the bill 8 years ago, he put it through the parliament, and the parliament agreed there shall be free SHS education to every child, whether you are poor or rich in Ghana. every Ghanaian child that deserves to have SHS education at that stage. That is, you get free. So the understanding is that primary school 6 years is free. Then 4 years, so 10 years old is also free to go to junior high school for the 3 years, and then you go to another 633, another 3 years. So by that time you are 16, 17. Then you can say now you have finished your education, your university. We are not there yet. That is how, whether it will be progressive or gradual, we are not there yet. The funding of this project went through the parliament and it's agreed and accepted. And here we are, Mansa Musa with his sister Mary Gardner, that woman. She also holds British passport fully. They don't want to have anything to do in Ghana with Kevin Taylor if they have family. Kevin Taylor has family. Mansa Musa doesn't have anyone. He's alone. Instead of minding his business, he's inside. Because these are people who have the same sentence within one sentence, tree and English, confusing everyone. What Mansa Musa is saying is that Bawumia said the free SHS funding, I think he said, doesn't need, and which is true, because it has been done. It doesn't need any law again. The law is in parliament. It has already gone through parliament, and the law is there. So you don't need any law to found the thing, because the thing has already got its funding. Everything, the check in parliament, the plan was presented, how it's going to be funded, who will fund it, everything was there. So you don't need any law. So Bawumia didn't say anything wrong, but Mansa Musa said that is wrong. As against Sagleme Housing Authority, housing project, John Dramani Mahama, yes, he went to the parliament to get the loan, which is one side of the project. That is the funding. The next is how to go about the business of the project. But because of his greediness and the NDC guys in the bush, they took the money there, pretending they are building this, stole all the money. How the project Saglame will be done, how it will be disposed of. Because you don't build a house and live it. You need to have everything around what you are doing. NDC didn't do that. They didn't do that. Now they've created a loophole, and then people said, we'll sell all. They sell it to themselves, sell it to their crony. NDC made that possible. While when Mahama comes in, Mahama then said that the free education, even if he's going to continue, listen to this man. He is not going back to parliament. He is going to avoid and overlook the law and use executive power, his power, to do what someone can come tomorrow and say, we are not going to continue that way. He said, some of the children, you maintain the project, but some of the children will be those in, if they have Islamic school, which is not a mainstream educational system in Ghana, or a church school, which is not mainstream, though we allow them, if we can monitor them to make sure that they are delivering in line with the principle and policy of the state of Ghana, with the, like any private school. Mahama is saying that he will allow the children to go to private schools, not the state school where we put our funding, and he will pay for it. This is what Mahama is saying, So all the school of his cronies that are there run by fake pastors, Mahama, John Dramani Mahama said he will use his executive power to let children go to those instead of building the state school as expected, which will be cheaper, managed by employee of the state. Mahama says he's not going to do that. He will rather let the children go to the schools that are there, the private schools that are there, that are crying that they are losing children because there is free education. He will let them continue to be charging exorbitantly, and he will negotiate or pay them for what they are charging the private students. Mahama, NDC. And this is what Mansa Musa, the way they did with Sagleme Housing and any other project, as soon as they finish, everything vanish. It goes through the parliament just to get the funding. But NPP said no. And they said no. The conservatives, they said no. What they will do is they will put every bill, everything, a special prosecutor, everything through the parliament, because that is what the law will hold on